Okay. Hopefully we good. Yeah, it's hopefully. Oh, okay, I see myself. So that's a good sign. Let me turn down the quality on this. I had to like drop my bitrate a ton because the Wi-Fi just absolutely shit itself. I was getting like 8 megabits per second upload. Let's see what I'm getting now. I'm still getting nothing. I think I'm just barely getting enough to get by at the moment. So yeah, as of now, just let me know if it turns green again or anything like that, because I'm not gonna want to have up a bunch of stuff all up at once. I probably don't even want to watch YouTube videos today. I'll probably just go through Spotify, unless it's specific to YouTube. Just because YouTube videos are going to take up bandwidth. But yeah, thanks again, Jerome. Let me turn on the lights again. Let's see, did that work? There we go. That'll make up for when they were, when the stream went down and it wasn't working when you donated. Okay. And we already got, oh wow, we got a lot of requests up. Yeah, first we got a Quantasy. We are back. I'm thinking so, Pop. I'll double check again, just because I know there's a delay. Okay. All right. Rough start. So we got Acquaintancy, Black Midi, Welcome to Hell. Did we get the chance to listen to Black Midi last time? I remember the name, but I don't remember if we actually got around to listening to it. All right. There we go. Don't mind me, I was just watching a Markiplier podcast. Oh yeah. The lights are supposed to turn on for sets amount of times. That shirt won't show on green screen. Give it to me and I'll bring you another one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I was going to do a quick photo shoot with it. Because I can put up my own photos for some of the merch now since I have the Ultra. And which I guess I'll show it off again since we're slightly better quality. But yeah, I was going to do photo shoots and then I realized I can't do that. I want to switch to a blue screen. Granted, I won't be wearing stuff like this. What's up, Crichton John? Oh, whoa. There goes the chat all popping up at once. Okay, only Geordie Gree. I could have sworn... I remember seeing the Black Midi pop up at some point, though. Either way. So we've got Welcome to Hell. I immediately like that opening.
Listen, the sweet peals of moonlight induce love making on the streets tonight. Listen, the soft purr of motorbikes are ready to strike up the night light. So don't tell me of your troubles, your emotional grief. Taking the sights, this is shore leave. Don't talk of true love, unscrew your frown. Enjoy the entertainments of nighttime town. Experience the red rooms, the green tables, the souvenirs, make memories haunting or fabled. The gallant mist of red-blooded chivalry instilled in basic training. By standing in line today, you secure a place among the saints. Go get them, son, now your life begins. To die for your country does not win a war. To kill for your country is what wins a war.
I guess he's not wrong.
Don't tell your name.
All right, I'll pause it here for a sec. I'm really liking this one a lot so far. I'm liking this one more, I think, than the Jordi Griep solo stuff beforehand, which that stuff I remember. I specifically remembering. Oh my god, I can't talk. Specifically remember liking the second of those songs more than the first, if I'm not mistaken. But this one I think I'm liking better than both. I think a lot of it is coming down to the production. I just instantly clicked with this production. I'm really, really enjoying this. You just leave it off. There's a color scheme issue. Oh, I know this tune. How bizarre, how bizarre. Anyways, I will get back to it.
Don't ask for hers. In this land of oysters, you are the worth. The painless plainness of military life resumes tomorrow night. If not for you, it would have been cholera, malaria, or some eastern disease. Forget about it, son. A slap is all you need. We did it all, we seen it all, and worse, much worse, son. The massacres of ages, too many to recall.
Hell yeah.
Limbs rendered birds by the speed they flew off. A soup nothingness that once was your best friend. Motherless children and temptress widows. The wild, the useless, the dead, the untamable.
Oh my gosh. Feels like I'm in The Incredibles.
Don't stay in the street, lucky I don't shoot on the spot. Our bullets were made for men like you, the impotent idiots God forgot. Tonight you decide which corner takes residence, which room looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own. We don't need men like you. Room looms forever in your mind. But now you're on your own. We don't need men like you. Private Preston Bumble, hereby discharged.
All right. I like how I went to that into the song right after that felt very Hawaiian right off the start. That was a really, really good song, and I realized towards the end why I think I like it so much. It reminds me a lot of this band called Descartes Sacant. It's a Mexican band, I believe. I really like this band, or at least a couple of... Some of their albums are even too weird for me. These two albums, though, I really like. I haven't been able to get through these ones yet. The things that they say are so uncomfortable on some of those earlier songs that I just wasn't able to get through them. and it's still there in the later ones, but I feel like it's ever so slightly more tame. But anyways, I think that's a lot why I was enjoying this song so much, is just because it reminds me so much of that band, with the production being a little bit, it's organized but also in a disorganized manner, if that makes any sense at all. It's like everything plays its purpose, everything has its role, but it's purposefully just a little bit all over the place in how it arranges it. I don't know, whatever, if that word mess means anything. But either way though, great song. I really enjoyed that. It's peanut butter jelly time. So many requests. I'm like, yeah, I know. On the night that I have so many technical difficulties and had to turn down the bitrate to like super low just to get the stream to run, is the night that I have so many requests. Immediately. Like, immediately. I'm still losing frames right now. I can see it in the bottom left. So my upload speed still isn't doing me any justice. My ceiling fan turned on by itself. Huh. I am a ghost believer. Especially it's around Halloween. Slightly corny. Me or the song, because my explanation was a little bit corny for sure. Anyways, up next we have Core Song Skyline by Khalid. Or Khalid? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Oh, this looks like a very large song. What's up, Christian? Or Christian? I don't know. Yes, good evening. Korn. Oh, is in the band. Alright. Skyline, here we go. Instantly like this one again. Similar to the last one. It clicks with me. I like the beat in general was very catchy pretty instantly. I like the opening a lot. Is that very different from Daft Punk, but I get similar feelings from it. Just like it's like a very light version of Daft Punk, just kind of sprinkled in there. So that caught my attention too pretty immediately. It's just an easy song to enjoy. It's not over complex, at least so far, and I'm just enjoying it. It's a good pop song. I'm sorry, Gore, I can't pause it. Well, I could, but I mean I can't pause it per person. At least you can always scroll back though. Yeah, I can do French music as long as there's a translation either on the video subtitles or some other way I can find it, then that sounds good with me. Ghost Be Gone. I like the song in the same time. Auto-tuners should be outlawed. That's where I have to disagree, Jerome. I find, I've talked about this a couple times, but I find that as long as auto-tuners are used as a tool, rather than, excuse me, like a method of hiding like your vocals or something, if it's used properly as a tool in a song, I think it's perfectly fine. Nice exorcism. Yeah, the energy's great so far, and the last one was good if you're talking about that one. Is that the song title in French, or are you just commenting in French? I mean, if it's a song title, that's fine, but either way, though, in the description of the video, there's a Google form, and that's where the requests go. It's free still, but there's a Google form for it that works as the queue. Should be the top link. So man, I didn't think of it first. I can just let a computer sing for me. The song was partially inspired by Khaled's love for road trips and open skies, particularly influenced by the scenic landscapes of California and the Southwest. You know, I think that actually, that's adding a lot of perspective to it, and I'll get back, and having that in mind, I think, can make it better. Well, Corey, you said to pause it. Not skip it. I would have skipped it. I didn't think about that at the time, though. Anyways, let me get back to it.
Review as you pass the finish line. Just you and I racing under the green light. Intensify lately, I feel so alive. It's like I'm living my dream. Feels like we're on LSD. It's a Wednesday night, we're running out of time. Won't you take my hand into my skyline? Only just a rebirth, but I swear it feels real when you take my hand in the passenger side. It's a Wednesday night, we're running out of time. Won't you take my hand into my skyline? Only just a rebirth, but I swear it feels real when you
Even this part is like very lightly Daft Punky. Yeah, that was good. Like I was saying, that was really good. Well, really good might be stretching it, but it's really good for what it is, for being just an easy to enjoy pop song where it's not, again, super over complex or anything. I think it does a good job at doing what it does. I definitely really enjoy that. AI creating songs and actually singing them has gotten to the point you really have to pay attention to be able to tell. Yeah, some of them it's really easy, but there's a couple here and there that I run across that somehow, I don't know if it's just by coincidence, sometimes the voices just sound a lot less AI generated, and it catches me off guard whenever that happens, because I'm used to, like, when it first started coming out, I forgot what the website's called that does that, but when that first popped up, and I remember we listened to it a little bit on stream, it was still easy to tell. Like, it sounded, so granted, some of the music sounded pretty good for being AI, but it was just is realistic, but not, like, you could easily tell still that it was AI. But yeah, now it's getting a little crazy. Two years ago, you didn't know about ABBA. Please keep it open. Yeah, I'll keep on listening to ABBA as long as it keeps on getting requested over time. I think there's probably still a few other recordings I have of reactions to ABBA songs that I just haven't posted yet. And I still eventually want to post an album review for their newest album that they made a few years ago. Because I don't want to do a full reaction video to it though either, because I've already heard like 2 or 3 songs off of it. So I definitely want to go for more of a review. But yeah, I definitely will be doing more ABBA in the future. Queensrÿche is the best argument against autotune. Town, I think, is the term. In my honest opinion, the song is cool. Old school, gay here, 70s, 80s. My modern tastes are trance. Go figure. Yeah, I just think autotune, I think, is used in good ways most of the time. Because if people use, like, another example is to use it as an instrument. Like Daft Punk does a really good job at making their voices into an instrument using autotune. That is awesome. And it actually adds onto a song. I think there's a lot of examples, though, out there of music that uses autotune that it doesn't add anything to the song and it actively takes away. And in those cases, I definitely, I think they got to do a little bit better. Yeah, Suno AI, that's what it was. I want some more of my horrible taste in music. Look up for GT Live stuff that I listen to, not meant to be promotion. Oh yeah, you're good. I'd just rather pay a singer, not a programmer. Why can't they be both? Anyways, up next we've got, I think this is Evil Queen. It's a Spotify link, so give me a second. Is this out? I don't know why it's not popping up, but I see it though. There it is. Did this just come out? Oh, Halloween. Okay, cool. Is that Mothman? What am I looking at? Oh, you'll probably hear a car. Yep, there it is. Okay. Oh yeah, let me mark that off. There we go. Vocoders are different, using autotune to mask a crappy voice and charge me money. A lot of autotune, though, is used as vocoders. And vice versa. Well, maybe not as much vice versa, but autotune, I think they're so similar in a lot of ways, especially depending on the vocoder. Personally, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't make a difference to me. There's a YouTuber that does videos exposing autotune on songs. It's interesting. Yeah, I've seen some of those too, where like they'll extend notes and stuff. It's actually really impressive what they can do with autotune sometimes, like manual autotune over the automatic autotune. It's super, super impressive to me. 36 years old, you should have better memory than me. I know. Music Corps are even going into their back catalogs and auto-tuning the classic old songs. That I don't understand, because there's a reason why people listen to them the way that they were. I can kind of see an argument for in remastering using auto-tune maybe to restore vocals that have been sort of messed up. But even then it seems kind of silly. Anyways, we'll get into this track.
Feel disconnected and it's hard to accept it, but I still see light. All I know is the wreckage I've been trying to protect for nearly all of my life. And I can't go back, rearrange my past. I can't change what led me here. You cut through with a scream, I snap out of my dream. I'm immortal whenever you're near. I could run away now, I could try to hide. This is not a story where the hero dies at the end. Where the hero dies at the end.
Yeah, I'm liking this song.
If I could only spin the world.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back. Yeah, enjoying this one a lot. Those of you that have been here for a while, obviously, y'all know I just like Grabbits. I click with his music, despite it being very samey in a lot of cases. He has a similar style of, he has sort of a slow opening, and then it builds up, and then has the drop, and then kind of on repeat. That's usually how it is, but I don't know, I don't mind it with Grabbits. I just really, really like his style. I'll mention again, it's just that alternative sort of EDM style. It just sits with me nicely. Stop it, you're still awesome. Listen to M-pop music. Or Gary Newman Cars, that's how you do it. You play the guitar on your MTV. They're using to make the artist hit the notes exactly when you wouldn't even have been able to tell in the original recording anyways. Yeah, like, that's silly. Like I said, I think there's an argument for preservation, but not for correcting, like actually correcting their voices afterwards. Almost Doom like the video game. From the little that I know of Doom, I mean, I didn't play it very much because I didn't super like it, which I know is a bit of a crime. Most gamers love Doom. But I do agree from the little that I've heard. So I'm very, very minimum. But I get what you're saying for sure. Anyways, let me get back to it.
If I could only spin the world backwards, I would know the things that came after. That way I could save the day faster, faster, faster. If I could only make the world slow down to weaponize the lies that I know now, I could fan the flame that won't blow out. I could run away now. I could try to hide and pretend, but this is not a story where the hero dies at the end. Where the hero dies.
This is actually a bit of a curveball from the usual.
But I've got my price to pay. They made a big mistake. I could run away now. I could try to hide and pretend this is not a story where the hero dies at the end. Where the hero dies. Hero dies. Where the hero dies.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a really good song. Like I said, this last third, that caught me off guard. It felt like it was a step in a different direction coming from Grabbits. I haven't heard him do something quite like that yet. That was very, very out of left field with the pauses and then the sudden rising. I don't know, something about that I also just really love. Everything this guy does for the most part, I just love it so much. He just hits the nerve in my brain that loves this type of music so well. And I like the idea of what is it? I always forget what this figurative language is called. Subverting expectations. He subverts expectations by using lyrics like, "Oh, the hero doesn't die this time," because in a lot of stories, the hero dies saving everybody. Because if you don't die the hero, you become the villain. I really like that one. Average person probably wouldn't notice, but it's just dumb. Yeah, I don't even know if I would notice unless it was obvious enough, especially if they're just doing slight corrections. But it is dumb. It's like, why are you doing this? Especially because you're putting in extra work for no reason. No reason at all. Excuse me. I do apologize for starting any debate. Oh no, you're good. As long as debates aren't super aggressive or anything, I don't mind in the slightest. I love electronic music. I'm a 90s raver. I'm a foreigner singer and too picky about vocal talent and work. No, I get you. I used to be a lot pickier about music too. I feel like, well, I always found music to be a form of escape for me when I was like in a really bad part of my life. There's a few years that I just really relied on music, and that's why I like so many different types of music now. That's one of the major reasons, is because I would literally run out of songs from the bands that I love because I would just be cranking through music. Like, I've talked about this a lot. I have like 10,000 plus songs. I think I'm getting close to 11,000 songs on Spotify. And like, I was just building up my library because I was just wanting more and more as a means of escape from my current lifestyle, what I was dealing with. And so I kind of forced myself to enjoy more types of music and spread out my taste of music over time. That, and then doing this channel has also helped me push that even farther. And I also, in my own free time, I have a weekly meeting with my friends. Well, we try to do weekly, we don't always make it, where we talk about music. We all put up an album, we all listen to the albums, and then we talk about them. And they put up albums that I don't usually, well, it's 50-50 if I'll like them or not. So I've really been introduced to a lot of new stuff over these past couple of years. I usually get 2 thumbs up. Heck yeah, 2 thumbs up from me. I feel like I need to like commit to the thumbs up bit because I do it so randomly where I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thumbs up or that's a 2 thumbs up, but it's so inconsistent. That's like if Fantano only gave a number rating to songs every like 4th or 5th video. That was good. I like the hard edge electronic. I'm old, so it's nostalgic. We called it industrial. Interesting, because when I think modern industrial, at least how I understand it, is literal industrial. Like, it'll be like machinery and stuff just moving around and making sounds. It's so strange. That was a great example. Chiquita is a dream sequence. I did really like that. I'm still debating on if that's my favorite ABBA song, because I know at the time of recording that, I knew that it was up there, but I wasn't sure if it was my favorite. But when I was editing it, I was like, this might be one of my top 3 or something, because I really like that one. We need a thumbs up button. Is there an emoji for that? Anyways, what do we got next? Pop Defender. Ooh, John Farnham. Let Me Out. And I'm very burpy tonight. All right, let's get into it. It kind of sounded, it gave me like a flashback to the Disney Plus snap.
dark. Well, I seem to get the feeling that I'm filling in for someone else's time.
This does not sound like John Farnham.
Trapped inside a prison with no walls, just like a Marcel Marceau mind. Let me
Oh.
out. Scream and shout. Let me out. Let me out. I'm not waiting until your face lay out. If it's all the same to you, just
This is really good, but like I said, it doesn't sound like John Farnham. Is that a crazy take? I feel like from the other songs, his vocals actually sound different on this one. And the instrumental also feels a lot different. Is this later or early? This has to be like a pretty big gap in years between the other albums and this one. At least I imagine it is. Are they going to pop up down here? That was 90. This is 86. Okay. And I think most of the ones we've heard have been from Chain Reaction. Interesting. It almost sounds like his voice is a bit lighter too. I guess he would have been younger, so maybe it wasn't quite as deep. I don't know. It doesn't feel quite as deep as it is in the other songs. And this production definitely feels a lot more 80s than those other ones, which I mean kind of makes sense. But anyways, though, that's what's going through my head so far.
let it go with that. It's over, nothing more. Well, I'm pushing it uphill, so let it be. I'm on a losing streak. I've lost before. Don't try to cover up the fact you're using me to play with while you wait. Just let me out. I'm getting mad. You'd be surprised how close love is to hate. Let me out. Scream and shout. Let me out. Let me out. I'm not waiting until I finish lay out.
Well, that was awesome.
Let me out. Scream and shout. Let me out. Let me out. I'm not waiting until I finish lay out. Let me out. Let me out. Scream and shout. Let me out. Let me out. I'm not waiting until I finish lay out. Let me out.
I'm always 30-second fade outs to me are no go. That's probably the only thing about this song that I'm not huge on, is this fade out being super long. Otherwise though, I really like this song. From just the very thumpiness in the production to the vocal, even the vocals now, despite them sounding different, I still really like them. The song as a whole is just very catchy. Also, I like the trumpets and all that. It sounds, I don't know if they're synthetic or not. I know a lot of songs from this time had them though, and I really like them. It just adds a lot of thumpiness to it. There's a specific song this is reminding me of. It might be Always There to Remind. always there to remind me. It might be that one. I think the production from that song, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, very solid John Farnham song for sure. And it's interesting though, again, because I'm not quite familiar with this sound. Oh, apparently we heard another song from this one, but I don't remember thinking that it sounded anything like this, so I don't know. Maybe I just forgot. Totally 80s for sure. Yeah. That production kind of gives it away. Although sometimes you get like leakage from like generation of music to the other, so sometimes it's a little harder to tell. '80s arrangement too, down to the horns background. Yes, exactly, the horns. Solo comeback album after leaving LRB around late 80s, was the highest selling album in the Australian history. Might still be, I haven't checked lately. Really? It's probably all because of this song. Well, not all, but large portion would probably be this song. Because an album from the 80s having a song with 200 million plus listens on like a digital platform is pretty crazy. It is more popish, less guitar driven than later albums. Yeah, it doesn't have that anthemic guitar in it, or just anthemic sound in general. A lot of those later songs, other than one or two, sounded. I hate to always reuse the word anthemic, especially when I'm talking about John Farnham, but it fits so well with those other songs, and it's just weird with it not being here. As 80s kids who wanted to fade out as long as the microwave doing popcorn. For me, I don't know. Some fade outs are fine, but I don't like it when they're really long and extended. Just because it's like, by then I'm just like, I'm itching to get to the next song. It's like I don't know if it's an ADHD thing or what, but I do not like the fade outs in most cases. There's some cases I think it's fine. It is to some extent a case-by-case basis though, and kind of depending on how I feel. Maybe one day I wouldn't mind as much, and then the other day I'd be up in arms about it. All right, what do we got next? Turned Off song Like Eating Glass by Block Party. Hey, we are doing it on Spotify. Oh yeah, for sure, Pop. It was definitely meant for radio use. That's what bothers me, I think, even more about modern songs that have fade outs, is that I just think it's just so unnecessary in modern music when a majority of people are streaming music, at least in the US. And I don't know, it just seems so silly. So like there's more of an excuse for older songs like this, so I don't mind as much. But like for example, when I was listening to the Sleep Token album, there's a little bit of a spoiler for that video if you weren't there for the live, but there was like so many fade outs on that album, and it just struck me as weird because there's like one that was so long, and I'm like, why is this fade out so long? And it wasn't like it faded out and then kind of blended into the next song. That wasn't even the case. So I was like, why is this the way that it is? Wait to fast forward to the next song. Waiting. I kind of wish that Spotify could detect when a song is doing a fade out, and then it would automatically crossfade. I know you can turn it on to crossfade songs, but I wouldn't want that on every song. I feel like I just want it on the long ones. The long fade outs. Okay. Did I copy that? Yes, I did. I knew the name sounded kind of familiar. Did we listen to that song on stream, Banquet? Let's see, do we got lyrics for this one? percussion going crazy already. And the guitars for that matter. I think I'm really liking this one. Okay, I'll just pause it here. Go back a little bit. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. It reminds me of like a lot of 2000s alternative. I didn't see when this came out. I guess I can check. Okay, yep, 2005. Like I'm thinking of maybe a little bit of Band of Horses. What's that? It's not Temper Tantrum. Why can't I think of their name? There's another band, I can't think of their name, but it sounds like a mix of Band of Horses in them, because it's sort of like an alt rock mixed with a bit of punk sound, and I'm liking it a lot on this song so far. Like from the intro felt really nice with the percussion, and then the fast picking of the guitar. Then you bring in the second guitar, and it feels even nicer. That was just a really good intro. Banquet was the first track. This is the opener to the album. First track we heard of them. Okay, I gotcha. The Cure. Have we listened to The Cure on stream? I'm familiar with The Cure, but I don't know how much I've actually heard from them. I'm not like familiar enough to make any comparisons. Drummer hits hard and fast. Oh, for real. Yeah, I can see the Coldplay too. It's like if Coldplay wasn't didn't make sad music at the time. Not that they made all sad music, but all I can think of off the top of my head is The Scientist. Just like when I think of 2005, I don't even know when that came out. I don't know why I'm only taking that song out of their discography for that. But their music though is a lot more slower for the most part. Of course they have faster songs too, but on the slower end of alternative. I just checked. Whispering Jack is still the highest selling album in Australian history after 38 years. That is insane. That's awesome. 25 weeks at #1. Yeah, that is crazy. That's impressive. Anyways, let's get back to it.
for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse. We got glasses on our eyes. We've been walking into that furniture.
That was great. That was really good. It just kind of brings me back. It brings me back to the time between 2000 and 2010. Right dab in the middle, actually, at 2005, because I definitely remember 2005. Yeah, this was really good. It reminds me of all those great bands that I still listen to today. Yeah, I think the band I was thinking of earlier was Temper Trap. So yeah, it reminds me a bit of them, and just a wide variety of alternative bands at the time. And even, I mean, there's still some new ones that make sounds sort of similar to this, but it usually never quite captures the sound from this specific time. I guess that's kind of with all music generations. There's going to be replications later on, but they never quite get it the same. You never get quite the same feeling out of it. So this was just, it was just nice to hear it. I wish I remembered listening to the other song the first time, because I'm wondering how similar my thoughts were to the other song, because I don't remember it like at all. Obviously I added it, so I liked it, so it makes me wonder. Yeah, everything from the drums, guitars, it was all really good. I think I just heard my cat do something. Whatever. Yeah, good song. If Coldplay wasn't lame. Keep waiting to hear I Can't Sleep on Mr. Brightside. Killers would be another good example. They put out a song recently that I've really been liking. It's a little bit on the generic side from them. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to actually emulate their old sound. It's called, what is it? Bright Lights? I think it's Bright Lights. I really like the song, but it is a little on the generic side. Doesn't make it bad though. I really enjoy it. So if you like their older style, you'll probably like that song. It also has like hints of like Elvis in there, which is so weird. It's definitely very Vegas sounding. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Yeah, I was also thinking that popped when do they start screaming? In my head, I was like, I wonder if they're gonna start screaming towards the end. That's funny that you say that. 5-year-old ratty Jane. Oh, that guy? You don't want to know that guy. Alright, up next we have Cameron's song, Landline, Phoenix Foundation. Is that the band that does the Buffalo song? Because I think it might be. It is! I knew it. Music video for sure. If you can't do 2 connection issues, then skip it and I'll suggest it later. Okay. Well, I think, yeah, you might want to hold off for another day then if you really want me to watch the music video, because I've still been losing, you guys probably can tell, but I'm still losing frames every now and then. So I'll skip it and just let me know if you'd rather me just, or you can switch out the song and I can go back to it. Okay, so we've got Stella's song. Oh, it's another Enya song. Orinoco Flow. Yeah. Unfortunately, I also won't be able to watch the music video for that, but I can listen to it. It's fine, I'll save it. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I'm still barely getting by on 6 megabits per second. Every now and then it's dropping below that. Pop killed that. Here, let me get into it. getting an interesting sound right off the bat. I don't even know what that is, that instrument. I like the delivery on these lines a lot. Here, I'll pause it really quick. This, I don't know if this is offensive to say or not. This sounds like Zoo Tycoon music. I don't think that's an insult, but depending on who you are, you might take it as one. To me, the instrumental just like, it really screams something of like, man, I'm on a safari, or I'm playing Zoo Tycoon, because Zoo Tycoon is a banger game. So I mean all good things when I say that. It's just I don't know what about the instrumentals even making me say that. If anybody else gets at least like that safari vibe, let me know. But like I said, I like the delivery of all the lines. It's very just fun. It doesn't feel like it was overcomplicated or anything when Enya put it together. It was probably something that she was like, yeah, we'll just do this, and it sounds good. And I'm just enjoying that. It you know, it's also kind of gives me vibes of like a tropical song if it wasn't tropical, because a lot of tropical songs, they'll have like they have that similar feel to them where they just go for fun. They're just fun. They don't try to overcomplicate anything, and that's kind of what I'm feeling from this one. And he is the where's Alexander? He could have fallen asleep. That happens sometimes. I stream so late that a lot of people will fall asleep midstream. I kind of feel bad because then they never get to the request, because I usually have to take down the video pretty quick, or the live stream I should say. It's their biggest hit. I'm surprised requesters haven't suggested it sooner. Really? Has it surpassed that one song? I always forget its name. Only Time. Oh, it's just under. It's very close. Yeah, it is a little surprising. Better late than never, though. Sail away, kids. Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me. Oh, God. This is her biggest hit. I'm surprised requested. Oh yeah, I read that already. Known for its ethereal, atmospheric sound, the song became Enya's breakthrough hit, reaching #1 on the UK singles chart and making waves internationally. I wonder if the other song was bigger in the US while this song was bigger in the UK. That might have been what happened. This was right after a rave. Go to Caribbean Blue, especially. You gotta calm down after a rave. Renaka Flow helped to popularize new age music and mainstream charts, and its timeless, soothing quality has made it a lasting classic. I feel like a lot of Enya songs hold well today just because they're not trying, at least now they don't feel like they're trying to do anything too crazy. She knows what her music is, and it's, for the most part, it's that calming, like you said, ethereal sound. Oh, you're here. All right, welcome back, Alexander. I guess you've been here, so hello. What's up, SK all the way? Or SK all the way? One of my favorite Enya songs. I don't blame you. This one seems to be a banger so far. It defended a lot. Orinoco Flow is as popular as Caribbean Blue. I want to say Caribbean, even though I know it's technically wrong, just because Pirates of the Caribbean. Alright, anyways, let me get back to it. Oh. Thanks so much, Pop. I appreciate it. Part black on black. I gotcha. Yeah, that was I really like that song. Like I said, very much Zoo Tycoon vibes. And I love Zoo Tycoon. I need them to make a new one that's better than the last one that they made. That was like, it kind of didn't let you do very much. It didn't allow for a lot of creativity, which kind of sucked. But yeah, this is great. Just a good calming song with a fun beat, fun what would that be, cadence, I guess. Just, I don't know, it might actually, I think I've said that about the past few songs. It might be my second favorite Enya song. Nothing yet has beaten I don't know why, for how much I like that song, I don't know why I can't remember it. Only Time. Nothing yet has surpassed that for me, but this is definitely up there. So right now I'm lining up with the Spotify charts for this one. What's up, Big J? How's it going? How to react to this? Sail away, sail away. I'm drawn into the harmonies. Enya's enchanting as his Abba, Journey, Eagles, Doobie Brothers, Steely Dan all had awesome harmonies. Yeah, harmonies almost always have something about them that it triggers like a brain response in my brain that just, it makes me like it quite a bit. It's just easy to get into. Did somebody else just donate? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jerome. That one, like, it didn't pop up in chat, but the lights came on. Erasure sometimes. Okay, I gotcha. All right, cool. But yeah, harmonies, there's just something about them that I enjoy. Uh it almost feels like a cop out to make a song better is to include harmonies. Because they're like always pretty good. There was a fight between neighbors here. I was listening, that's why I didn't comment much here in the last song. Thank you so much, Turned Off. I appreciate it. I think I've been having a lot of voice cracks tonight too. Yeah, thank you very much. We're having an absolute party up in here. But yeah, the neighbor thing, Alexander, I can relate to that so much because last week, I think it was last week, some of my neighbors were fighting and they were so loud that I could hear every word that was said, and I'm like, I'm not even like trying to listen in, and I can hear everything. Yeah, Turned Off, go ahead, throw it up. I was wondering. Tiene sabor, tiene sazon, Androtropica. I probably got that a little wrong, but hopefully I got close. Let me add the names. My cursor's covering that. And Turned Off. There we go. Of the lights, I'm glad you like them. I'm glad that it's working this time. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were driving while texting Jerome, and I was about to scold you. I was like, don't do that. The string instruments in that one are so light and happy. So often they can feel so serious. That I think that is part of why it feels so Zoo Tycoon-y for me. Is that those games always have that very, very upbeat and, like you said, kind of lighthearted sound to them. And this really does give off that. And I'm wondering what that string instrument was, because it almost, I wish I knew what like a violin or something sounded like when it was being plucked, but I don't know. Because I want to say harp just because I know that she uses the harp in a lot of her stuff, but unless it's being played in a way that I don't get, I don't think it was. I think there was a harp in the song, but not the main plucking. I hope you hear my Androtropica. All right. Up next we've got, oh, this is Alexander's track. Miley Cyrus, Jaded. I cannot remember the last time I've heard a Miley Cyrus song. I've probably heard a Weird Al parody of a Miley Cyrus song. That's probably the latest thing I would have heard, and that still would have been years ago. Yeah, I honestly, I don't remember. I know this is one of her newer, okay, this is 2023, I didn't know it was that new. I knew that it was newish because I recognized the album cover. There's a song with 2 billion listens? Holy cow. Oh, I recognize the name Flowers. I can't think of what it sounds like, but I bet I would know if I heard it. Open that up. The music plays when the animals are thriving. The music, yeah. I haven't played that game in a long time. Does it switch to like something scary or sad whenever they're not? I just don't remember that very much. This one is great. I like the vibe. Alright, sounds good. You want diva suggestions? I mean, if you have suggestions that you don't want to put up, I'm open to all music suggestions as long as they're not like Cupcake or something, for obvious reasons. All right, let's get into it, or like overtly political or something. All right.
I don't wanna go and talk too long. I know it was wrong, but never said I was sorry.
This is wild.
Now I had time to think it over. We're much older and the bone's too big to bury. Oh, isn't it a shame that it ended like that? Say goodbye forever, but you never run back. We went to hell, but we never came back. I'm sorry that you're jaded. I could have taken you places. You're lonely now and I hate it. I'm sorry that you're jaded.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. I might have to pause it later just because gotta be a little more careful with the with these newer major pop artist songs. I'm really liking this so far. I'm actually a little surprised. It's her vocals sound incredible, and I don't think she ever had bad vocals, but this is like there is a maturity to them. Obviously, she's a lot older in this point in time. That and then her just incredibly incredibly rough vocal chords just really add to that. So it feels like I'm getting a whole different side to Miley Cyrus that I just haven't heard. It sounds good though. I think that it's I had something in mind that it reminds me of. And I lost it. I completely lost it. I don't remember. If I remember, I'll bring it up, but it had to do with the production, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the raspy vocals just sound fantastic. I think that the production is very solid right now. It sounds sort of old schooly, but also it's still definitely new. I'm just surprised that it sounds this good. Yeah. This song could anger the YouTube gods. We'll never know, though. Well, we might know. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully we won't know. One child of the 80s, we're talking Madonna. Chaka Khan. I have no idea what Chaka Khan is. Has a slight warped record sound. I'm gonna have to... I'll listen to it and see if I can pick up on anything. I'm not, like, an expert on warped records, but I do listen to records, so I might be able to notice. I bet this would go hard on a record player,
You're
though.
not even willing to look at your part. You just jump in the car and head down at the body. You're blurry. You don't know when to stop, so you take it too far. I don't know who you are, and I'm left in the dark till I'm worried. It hurts me. And it's a fucking shame that it ended like that. You broke your own arm, but you never say that. We went to hell,
I really like this part.
I'm sorry that you're jaded. I could have taken you places. You're lonely now and I hate it. I'm sorry that you're jaded. I won't lie, it won't be easy when somebody new's on your body. I'll change my number, but keep your t-shirt. I don't mind you
T-shirt.
calling me faded. I'm sorry that you're jaded. I could have taken you places. You're lonely now and I hate it. I'm sorry that you're jaded. I'm sorry that you're jaded.
Yep, I'm actually so happy with how that song is. Never would have expected to like a song that much from Miley Cyrus. Especially modern Miley Cyrus. I don't know. I don't know why I have such a stigma around Miley Cyrus. It's just this is so. It just sounds really good. The production throughout is fantastic. I love. It sort of has a psychedelic rock sound to it, but it doesn't go fully into that, which I'm thankful for. I'm not like. I think some psychedelic rock is fine, but I've never been huge on it. So it's for the best that it dips its toes into the good stuff, but it doesn't go too far in. It doesn't go into the deep end with it, which I definitely really enjoy. But these vocals are really fantastic. I think it was the bridge a lot. And the chorus is great too. It reminds me a little bit too of Lil Nas X's album. I don't know if he's had multiple albums, so I should probably check that. But Miley Cyrus is a feature on it, and I think the production on that one has some similarities with this, and I happen to really like that album. So this could be an album that I'd really enjoy. She had a vocal surgery in 2018, and after that, she has a really low range. That makes sense. It is significantly lower than what it used to be, but also she was a kid when she was making a lot of her hits. Chaka Khan is an icon, lol. Oh man, my bad. I've never heard of that person in my life. It's born in '88, so I guess I'm a child of the '90s. You know, well, I was just about to say, I feel like if you're born within like the first like 6 years of like let's say you were born in '96, you would still kind of be a child of the '80s. That might be specific to my family. I don't know. Because for me, it's like I grew up on a lot of stuff from the '90s, despite being born in 2000s. It's such a strange thing, just because like everything that I did, for the most part, kind of resulted from things that were from the '90s rather than the early 2000s. For a while, eventually I caught up, but it's a strange phenomena. You tell your nephew how awesome Stevie Nicks is, and he says, "Who's he?" I guess I get the confusion with Stevie, especially because it's not as a common of name as it used to be. When I hear Stevie, I automatically think it's likely a girl, but also I definitely can understand the confusion. Shaka Khan, and you just turn around and call it a night. Fair enough. 2 thumbs up from me. And Pop. I like to listen to it when I'm going to the beach. See, I feel like I don't have a... If I put together like a beach playlist, it'd be the most generic thing ever, just because I've only been to the beach once, so it would be... There would be like no substance to it. So I feel like I have no input on if this would be a good beach song or not. Because I'd be putting on songs like Starships or something. Let's go to the beach. She made a cover of Zombie. Have you heard it? I don't think I have. I have heard quite a few covers of Zombie, though. It's a good song, and it has some good covers, especially... Who does that? I feel like there was a cover that was pretty good. My music memory begins in 72. Growing up, I absorbed a lot of 80s stuff. Yeah, it's just that last generation is really... I mean, for the most part, that's what's going to be around you for a while before everything catches up. So I guess that probably isn't just a me thing. Around 10 years old is when I started to discover my musical taste and not just what my parents listened to. So because I had such a large family, my music taste was pretty varied from the start. I listened to what my parents did and my siblings, so there's just a lot of mostly alternative and rock music. So I guess it not super varied, but alternative rock, pop. That's mostly it. And then from there, I kind of grew out based on the people that I was around, and then again, just through my own discovery. But I started listening to music. I was probably like 6 or something when I started, maybe earlier, when I really enjoyed music. I had like favorite songs really early on. I've always loved music. Like some of my first favorite songs were there's a Shinedown song I really liked. It's like their biggest one with I think there's like crows on the album cover. There's that one. That was one of my favorite songs. I can't think of the name right now. Is there a ghost in my house? I think the song is just "Is There a Ghost" by Band of Horses. That was one of my favorite songs. There was a Black Eyed Peas song that was also one of my favorite songs for a while. It's honestly, that one still is. All of those songs really are. Just not quite as much as they used to be. Oh yeah, I Got a Feeling. That is probably one of my top 10 banger songs. I love that song. Mom would play the Carpenters on the record player. We've actually heard the Carpenters once or twice on the channel, I think, in a couple live streams. In the future, someone's gonna say I grew up on AI music. Eesh. I don't even want to picture a future that's all AI music, because even if it sounds good, it's gross to me that music could potentially turn into mostly AI music, and that's probably what's gonna happen, unfortunately. She performed Nothing Else Matters with Metallica. That was dope. I don't know if I've heard Nothing Else Matters. In the Alaska outback, I kept my taste in music secret to survive. That's valid. that is valid, especially in Alaska. Exactly, Alexander. I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh. Anyways, what do we got next? I'm getting lost in the sauce of conversation. So we've got Details of the War, Clap Your Hands, Say Yep from Black for Diamond. That sounds vaguely familiar. The Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah does. Oh, there it is. The Skin of My Yellow Country Teeth. I added that song in 2018, it looks like. So, I don't think I've listened to him much since then. I'm surprised that I remember that name, though. I guess it's such a specific band name that it's easy to remember. Okay.
Body shakes tenderly, she moves me, and I start dying hard for love. You say I'm hurt, I will take your word. Leather pants, happiness, $100 by sixes, hanging with your fashionable horse. And I'm wounded, but I
Guess I should pause it here. This is fantastic so far. I don't know what's up with you, Black 4 Diamond, putting up these bangers after bangers that all fit that very specific sound that I really like, that I was talking about last week with like LCD sound system. That's always the one that comes to mind immediately. And then the other examples being the other songs that you've put up. They all just hit that spot in my brain that I just really, really enjoy. And this is no different. From the sort of like out of key vocals to the just very indie sound when it comes to the instrumental, and it has such a nostalgic, distant feel to it that I just enjoy so much. I don't know if you noticed, but I added this song pretty early on because I knew I'd like it after the first like 30 seconds or so, and I'm still really, really enjoying it. This is awesome. This is really good. First concert was Scorpions at Sullivan Arena, Anchorage in 1984. I feel like I won't be able to remember. Well, I know what my first concert is, but I don't know if I could remember the year. Because the first concert I went to was a Kiss concert. I don't remember the year, though. It might have been 2015, maybe? What's up, Sandy? You're early again. Well, early in the morning for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Viewer surge. Oh, they're gone. Yeah, I saw that. It went up to like 16 for like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or so. I think it might have been on TikTok's end. I don't know if Streamlabs, I guess you wouldn't see my end, so it had to have been on YouTube. I find it really interesting when that happens, because it's like just a bunch of people just get together and are like, we'll start watching this at the same time and leave at the exact same time too. It's funny. I don't know how it works. It could just be a coinkydink. If you have a C harmonica, you can bust it out for the end of this song. I don't think I'd be good enough to play it off the to play it off rip, but I do have a C harmonica, as you can see in all of its glory. I also have a G harmonica, for those that were wondering if I had a G harmonica. Yeah, I'll probably add it to my harmonica playlist if it has a good harmonica solo, which I've been building a harmonica playlist of songs I want to be able to play on the harmonica. Same with my banjo. I have a banjo playlist. Anyways, let me get back to it.
Nakedness, flying, lying, tattered dress, sunburned chest. You will pay for your excessive charm. With a boy who knows less anything, drinks of his expensive drinks. Be careful with the details of the war.
She's just pulling them in. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. That's an interesting sound. That sound is like if you dropped a like a penny down one of those spinny things that like it whirlpools the penny down into the slot for like a charity or something. It's like that if it was scary. That's what that sound was. But yeah, that was a fantastic song for pretty much all the reasons I said earlier. It's such a specific sound that I really like, and I literally I think the best way to describe it is LCD Sound System. Just comparing it to them, since they're one of the bigger bands of this genre. That has got to be the easiest way to do it. But yeah, the sound is great. I love it. I need to go through and listen to a lot more of LCD Sound System, just because I've really liked a few of their songs, but I just haven't listened to all of their discography yet. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Black for Diamond. No problem. It's the least I can do. Thank you so much. Geriatric is, yeah, they're definitely up there. They kept on going though up until this year or late last year. I know their last concert was in Madison Square Garden. Going to watch this until I sleep. Just came home from a birthday party. Sounds good. Wait, holy cow, it's a late birthday party. Yeesh. Happy birthday to the stranger, who I assume is nice. Thought it was the metro stopping. Sounded like train brakes. Ugh. What's up, Bonnie? How's it going? All right. What do we got next? And it is 10:46. I'll do a couple more on 2 or 3 more. Oh yeah, I'll get to Jerome's because he put up 5 earlier, and then I will move on to the guaranteed tracks, I think, just so then we should be done around 12. So there's probably still an hour. So Bonnie put up Pretend by Alex G. I think I've heard that one. I'll double check really quick, but I think I have it added. Yeah, I do. So I'll move on to your next one. This one might not be, because I have to use it on Spotify right now due to bad connection. Oh, okay, it is on Spotify. Cool. Perfect. I didn't know if it would be. Almost 6 a.m. Don't cut the stream off before mine. You didn't get to it last week. Where is it in queue? Oh, you're the last one. That's gonna take forever to get to. I'll see. I'm in a pretty good mood tonight, and I see somebody mentioned the clock's turning back an hour, which, by the way, if you didn't know that, they're turning back an hour. So that is a good point. That is a good point. I'll see. I do want to. What I will do though is I'll for sure go through the next 3, move on to the guaranteed, and if I want to keep on going, I'll just go back to the list just to make sure I actually get through the guaranteed tracks. Those are definitely up there. Okay, so yeah, Aneurysm by Nirvana. I haven't listened to a whole lot of Nirvana, so I'm not like super well versed in their stuff, but I know a couple of their hits. We'll see if I like this one. I'm liking this guitar work quite a bit so far. actually quite the switch up. Another switch up. Back again.
Come on over to the twist. All I do is never fit. Love you so much, you make me sick. Come on over, shoot the shit.
Okay, I'll pause it here. This is one of those songs that I feel like no matter where I pause it, it's gonna be terrible. I'm liking this song a lot so far, surprisingly more than I thought I would. Because like I said, I've heard some Nirvana and I've heard their hits, and then a few other ones outside of that. And I've never been like huge on their sound, but I think this one's working out really, really well. I'm really, really enjoying the guitar work though. I think that's at the forefront of what I'm enjoying at the moment. We turned our clocks like a week or two ago. It's so strange to me that Anywhere does this anymore. There's like no point to anymore, in my opinion. I think it's stupid. I think it's so dumb. I hate when they change the time. Yes, exactly. It's like why are we doing this anymore? There's no reason to. It'd be easier for everybody if we just stopped switching the clocks. Just don't have that shirt for you on a cocktail. You know, I would have one beer, but I drank it like a week ago. I had that beer for like a year and finally got to it. Song is mad good. So far, I'm enjoying it. I moved to Seattle about 1 year before grunge exploded. That was a fun ride. Anyways, I'll get back to the track.
Come on over to the twist. All I do is never fit. Love you so much, it makes me sick. Come on over, shoot the shit.
I swear the guitar just keeps on getting better. I can't get over this guitar. It sounds so good the entire time. right. Yeah, literally from beginning to end, I really enjoyed the guitar. I think the vocals are fine. I'm not gonna hate on the vocals by any means. I'm really taken away by the guitar more than anything. The solos really, it feels like a bunch of mini solos kind of put together. All great. I do wish that the vocals were a little bit more upfront, just so I would be able to hear them a bit better. That's part of it being alive, though, which makes me wonder what the studio sounds like and if I would like it quite as much. Because it's hard to say, because the guitar could change a lot and sound from studio to live. I'm just surprised it sounds so good in this live setting. Like, I can't say it enough. I really enjoy that guitar work. Is this on Guitar Hero? It sounds like a Guitar Hero song, but I'm not actually sure. Yeah, it should be either way for definitely. Oh, oh, it's Bonnie said it is. Yeah, I would not be surprised by any means. We voted to stop the time change, but then COVID hit and various other things, so it's on hold. So it's on hold, yeah. I guess it takes a lot of people in work to stop it. Yeah, we also, in my state in the US, I know that it was in the works for a while. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it passed or what, because that was years ago, I think now. Also, this is the song that plays when the animals escape their exhibit to continue the Zoo Tycoon thing. Yeah, when all hell breaks loose. No problem, Bonnie. I'm glad that you put it up. I really enjoyed that one. We've had some absolute bangers tonight. It's emo season. Wake up tomorrow in darkness by 4 p.m. San Exile loft extra ropes, and tequila will be available to the first 12 countries. Holy cow. It's so dark. Like, literally and figuratively. I feel like it's better. That's why I requested this version. Live is better. Okay. You know what? Maybe I just don't listen to the studio one, just so I'm not disappointed. Because I'm very satisfied with the live version. Alright. Up next, we have Crichton John with Robin Not on the Inside. Always up for more Robin. I'm really tempted to get through this whole list tonight. I'm in a good mood, so we'll see. I think a lot of it depends on how badly my internet wants to cut me off. Because it's had some trouble. Yeah. Did I get that right? Washington voted to stay on savings time, waiting for federal approval. Yeah, I definitely won't mind when it sticks to a single time. Robin Banks. Almost out of the best Robin songs. I don't know what I'll do next. You have a second favorite artist? You can start going through their songs. Or just random songs. I'm fine with whatever. Yeah, Robin Mansions, that's a good option. Why is this... Why did this get so tiny all of a sudden? I don't know what's going on with that. Alright. I don't know what I did with that, but whatever, we ball.
Some people never practice what they preach. Yeah.
This feels like 90s.
That
that the
late
strongest
90s.
arm still too short to reach. I watch him struggle with the fact that he's become what he said he'll never be. Yeah. He'll party sunglasses at night, they help him not to see. Can he see that he's been high on a young girl's ride, never alone on a Saturday night? He's been all around the world about 1,000,000 times, but he's never been loved, not on the inside.
Okay, immediately, as soon as it started, I really liked the plucking of the guitar. It's more of just a short strum. It's like half a strum. That, and then the intro with the record scratches, that felt iconic. Vocals are good on this one too so far. This might be my favorite Robin song. I'm gonna keep it real. Already, I've really enjoyed this one. It's definitely very different from a lot of the other Robin songs that I've heard. It feels like it's a lot more varied and instrumental and everything that it's kind of going back and forth with. Definitely feels a lot more varied compared to her other stuff, and I'm really enjoying that, because that's, out of everything about Robin, if there's like one thing I think that I'm not as fond about, is definitely repetition within some of her songs, because sometimes they're just a little repetitive, and this one so far has been really just eliminating that right off the gate. And I'm just enjoying it so far. I'll get back to it.
Isn't it so messed up to be a witness for a man who won't confess? He won't confess, no, that he lost his truth, so caught up in believing his own praise. Yeah, I watch him struggle with the fact that he relies on people that don't really care. They don't care, no. You say that the business is a whack, so baby, why are you so deep in there? Yeah, he's been high on a young girl's vibe, never alone on a Saturday night. He's been all around the world about 1,000,000 times, but he's never been loved, not on the inside. One day it's gonna be too late, but maybe it's too late anyway. Famous has made you shameless, but not blameless, just loveless.
I like where that is. Kind of sounds like a harp.
On a young girl's vibe, never alone on a Saturday night. He's been all around the world about 1,000,000 times, but he's never been loved, not on the inside. He's been high on a young girl's vibe, never alone on a Saturday night. He's been all around the world about 1,000,000 times, but he's never been loved, not on the inside. Ooh, yeah.
Those strings go crazy too. This is what I'm telling you about the fade outs. Sometimes I'm not as bothered about them. This one I wasn't as bothered by it as some of the other ones. I don't know why. I don't know what's going up in my psyche that causes these these changes in feelings about some fade outs versus others. I still would prefer it wasn't there, but I don't mind it nearly as much as the last one. This is, yeah, it's got to be by far the best Robin song that I've heard. I just really, really like this one. It's so upbeat. It's so very catchy. There's a lot of variation in this one, like I said, compared to some of her other stuff. I don't know. I just like this one a lot. It reminds me of other artists though at the time too. Let me double check. When was this out? Late 90s. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Which, to be clear, I didn't cheat and look at the 99 before I clicked on the song. I actually wasn't paying attention. I feel like I remember hearing thank you so much, Jerome. I appreciate it. Unlimited Twilight Zone. 2 Unlimited Twilight Zone. I'll add that to the list. Yeah, thank you so much. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this other song. I feel like I remember thinking that there's another song that sounded like is from the same time period that I also really liked. It must have been Play, because it's off the same album. I can't believe that this one's only 50,000 plays. That baffles me. That, like, really baffles me. I feel like I'm being a contrarian by liking this song so much compared to some of these other ones on this album. Is it the least played? It's the least played song on this album. Wild. Lights. Camera, action. High energy, yes, keeps me awake. For real. Like that always throws you off, right? Yeah, I know. I think about finishing my sentence, but I'm like, I also just really want to thank the person as soon as possible. All right. So we're on Jerome and Seattle's song, It Keeps You Running, the Doobie Brothers. And then after that, I'll switch to the guarantee tracks. And then depending on how I'm feeling, I'll switch back to the free ones. It was not a single and was at the near the end of the album. That's true. That's true. I'm surprised that wasn't a single though. That should have been. That definitely should have been. That. I guess you do need a few bangers though that aren't singles for the album too. Okay. Oh wait, I should probably only copy the first part. Now I'm familiar with the Doobie Brothers, but I'm not actually sure how much I've heard from them. Okay, they do listen to the music. Did I not just... Oh, there we go. No, I'm sorry, Evelyn. If you're still here once I get done with the guaranteed ones, I'll try to get to yours if you remind me. If I'm not like up to doing the rest of them immediately. But honestly, I'm in such a good mood. I'm going to try to get through all of them. I just want to get the guaranteed ones out of the way after this as soon as possible, just in case if the stream gets taken down. Which, by the way, if you have guaranteed tracks, I'll just move them to the next live stream first thing. Like if something happens and the stream gets taken down and I can't get to them. Okay. Keeps You Running, the Doobie Brothers. Very video gamey. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. The lead singer from this group has reminded me of another lead singer that I just I cannot think of who it is, and it's bothering the hell out of me. But there's somebody else that I think sounds really similar that I also enjoy. If I can remember, I want to say Hall & Oates, but I'm not sure if that's maybe older Hall & older as in like more recently. I think that's what it is. I know they did a song not too long ago with Train. I think that was like 2018. And I think their vocals kind of sound similar to this. Either way though, so far I'm enjoying this. I like there's sort of like a psychedelic twang to the bass in this one that I really enjoy. And just the video gamey sound reminds me a lot of like Oregon Trail or something. And that's awesome too. One of the first songs to highlight Michael McDonald's influence on the band's sound, released in 1976 on the album Taking It to the Streets, marking a shift from the Doobies' earlier rock and country influences to more R&B and blue-eyed soul sound. It does feel a bit more on the R&B side. I mean, I don't know exactly what their older stuff sounds like, but this does sound R&B-ish. But it doesn't feel like it's fully immersed yet either. It's like dipping its toes in it. One of my go-to Harmony songs, Ballad. Those video game sounds were top a number one since in the 1976. I'm not surprised it's cool. Still is cool. Thought that was Michael McDonald. Isn't it Michael McDonald? Oh, are you just saying that you actually... Oh, okay, no, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it is Michael McDonald, according to Pop. I was in the first grade and played this in my 8-track. Let's get to the rest of it. What was I playing in first grade? I might have had my Walkman at that I don't remember when I got my Walkman. I had a Walkman that I played Weird Al on for a while. Are sticking out a lot right now. Yeah, that was a very, very solid song. I think out of everything, I think the bass sticks out like more than anything else for me, instrumental wise. I feel like, well, that and the video game sound, that one definitely sticks out just because it's a drastic like juxtaposition compared to a lot of the other instrumental sounds from this song. But other than that, I think the bass, I want to say carries the song, but definitely has a very large influence on its very sort of R&B sound that we were talking about earlier. And the specific sort of psychedelic twang that it has is also just really intriguing, and I really enjoy that. There's another song I've been listening to recently that also has a very psychedelic twang sound to a bass. It's from Dylan Brady, he's half of 100 Gex. I don't remember what the song's called, but it's very, very heavy on that weird psych bass. I hate it when they put awesome solos in the fade out. I know. There's one of the songs that makes me the most upset, and it's more upsetting because it's one of my favorite songs ever, is American Girl from Tom Petty. That guitar solo on the end, it sounds so good. And I don't know why that song isn't a minute longer. It bothers me so bad because it's a really short song for the time too. It's only like 3.5 minutes, I think. And when that song came out, at least from my understanding, that was a pretty short song. And it baffles me that the guitar just fades out on that song. Because it's like, it sounds so good. I cannot say how much I love American Girl from Tom Petty. That song it's probably also my top 10. I love that song so much. Whew. I could rant about that for a while. All right. Okay, yeah, let's get to the guaranteed tracks, and then we'll see about getting back to the free ones. All right, so we've got Pop Defender with Heart, Black on Black. Why is that not showing up? No, not Heartbeat by Childish Gambino. Oh, there we go. Well, that's 2. Do you know what album it's from? Because that might make it a little easier to find this, since it's not showing up in search. Silence of the Lambs. His favorite Tom Petty song is prominent in Silence of the Lambs. I'll let that sink in. I've never seen Silence of the Lambs, but that's funny. I didn't know that. I remember you saying once you've never heard of Heart. Did we? I feel like we listened to them once on stream, didn't we? Yeah. We did a long time ago. I remember that. Back to Avalon, I think. Yeah, that was a while. That was a while back, wasn't it? That was probably closer to January of this year, if I'm not mistaken. Did I pass it? Oh, it's oh wait. Huh, I might have just passed it. Oh, okay, it is just Black on Black too. Okay, I get it now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the song. Straight into it.
Daddy's little soldier boy, Mama's little pride and joy. Both hands
Those vocals are crazy.
The sacred and profane. I said fire counteract like black on black. The oldest story known to man, the willing sacrificial lamb. Behind the light a shadow falls. The code of silence shakes the walls. The power is so frightening. Like right and wrong. Like a blade. Like pleasure in the little pain. The sacred and profane. Ice and fire counteract. Like black on black. Clean white glove. Like right and wrong. Black and black.
Okay, I was hoping there'd be a better place to pause, but I'll just go back a little bit. So far I'm enjoying this one. I think the guitar riffs are really fun. The vocals are great. The switch between like the average vocals throughout the song to the chorus with the black on black or whatever that is. I like that a lot. I like the style of singing when it makes that switch. It's just it sounds fantastic. So far so good. Also there's like the guitar sound, not guitar, the car sounds back in the background that I enjoy. Yeah, back in black. It's sad. Don't you know I'm glad to be back. It's a little Barracuda riff. What do you mean by Barracuda riff? Is Barracuda a band? It's cool 70s guitar and main vocal with 80s vocal background. Cool 70s guitar and main vocal with 80s vocal background. I feel like you're you're deeper in the sauce of analysis than I am right now. Let me get back to it.
Some things seem so sacred. Like a loaded question. The power of suggestion. Like the face of danger. The kindness of a stranger. Like a Judas kiss. Like pleasure and a little pain. Immaculate seduction.
This part reminds me a lot of Billy Idol.
Like black on black. Like pleasure and a little pain. The sacred and profane. Ice and fire counteract. Just like black on black, black. A little pain. Just like black on black, black. A black on black, black on black. Black on black.
Yeah, you know what? As soon as I got to the point where I realized that it sounds just similar to Billy Idol style, it just stuck with me. This song really sounds like a Billy Idol song if it was led by female rather than him. That's really what I'm thinking. From the vocals to especially the bridge, but I think the guitar work and everything and some of the backing sounds that are used in the ambience, it all reminds me a lot of Billy Idol, mostly from his older few albums, but honestly I think there's an argument to be made for his newer ones too, especially Kings and Queens of the Underground, because that one sounds a lot like his older stuff. Actually, that album is really good. One of the best modern classic rock albums out there. It sounds like it's like 30 years older than what it is. It's crazy. Maybe not 30. Oh yeah, 30. So yeah, good song. It was Heart's first hit in the 70s. Okay, I gotcha. So that's just that's context I'm left out on. Or now I'm not. Was left out on. The song was early 90s? Oh yeah, it is. I guess this kind of fits, but to me it sounds a lot more 80s. Excuse me. All right. Up next. I need to drink something. Also, I think it's time I take off this sweatshirt. My computer's starting to heat up the room. Right, there we go. Now I'm in the moist critical fit. All right. So we have Erasure Sometimes from Jerome in Seattle. I have like the internal fight between pronouncing that as eraser and erasure every time that I read it. So I know I've heard of Erasure, but I don't think I've ever listened to them before. Good Lord, Dimity. The music of my youth is classic. Like totally my dad's music. Elvis and shit. I don't even know what I just read. Let me get into this. Getting heavy on the electric side here, electronic side.
It's not the way you lead me by the hand into the bedroom.
I wasn't expecting that
It's
guitar.
not the way you throw your clothes upon the bathroom floor. Been thinking about you, I just couldn't wait to see. Fling my arms around you as we fall in ecstasy. Ooh, sometimes the truth is harder than the pain inside. Yeah. Ooh, sometimes it's the broken heart that decides. It's not the way that you caress me, toy with my affection. It's not my sense of emptiness you fill with your desire. Climb in bed beside me, we can lock the world outside. Touch me, satisfy me, warm your body next to mine. Ooh, sometimes the truth is harder than the pain inside. Yeah. Ooh, sometimes it's the broken heart that decides.
Oh, okay, I know that part's gonna go crazy. I'll go back to make sure I get to the start of that. I'm liking this one quite a bit so far. I already added it to my playlist. It reminds me a lot of like if you took a little bit of Toto and then mixed it with Phil Collins. That might be blasphemous for me to say that. I don't know. But that immediately Phil Collins came to mind, and then later, a little later, not like too long after, I was thinking a little bit of Toto. I'm not sure why they're sticking out to me as much with this one. I feel like it's some like subliminal memories from when I saw them in concert, because I don't listen to a lot of Toto, but I saw them live once. That's probably what's kind of pushing my judgment here with that, with saying that. But yeah, so far so good. Song that truly launched the synth pop duo into stardom, released in 1986 as the lead single from their second album, The Circus, sometimes became a huge success in the UK, reaching #2 on the charts. Not my favorite Erasure song, but it's up there. As of now, it's my favorite one just because it's the only one that I've heard. But yeah, I guess I'll get back to the latter half because we're about to get into some like crazy horn section or something.
Sometimes the truth is harder than the pain inside. Yeah. Ooh, sometimes it's the broken heart that decides. Ooh, sometimes the truth is harder than the pain inside. Ooh, sometimes it's the broken heart that decides. Ooh, sometimes the truth is harder than the pain inside. Yeah. Ooh, sometimes it's the broken heart that decides. Ooh, sometimes the truth is harder than the pain inside.
I was kind of hoping this one would end with like some like drum, I don't know, drum extravaganza or something. Which it almost did. I thought for a second when I started hearing the drums kick in there. Yeah, that was a good song overall. I think if I had any gripe about it at all, granted a small one, it's just that I think it's a little repetitive towards the end when it feels like the ending could have just been like 20 seconds, 30 seconds shorter. Other than that though, I think it's very solid. I liked the little like trumpet section in the middle. It reminds me a little bit of Capital Cities, and I really like them. They use a lot of trumpets in their music. Specifically, I'm kind of thinking of like Kangaroo Court or something. Yeah, very solid. Like the vocals. I don't think the vocals are like anything crazy, but I think they fit the song really well. So yeah, good song. I like it for the background vocal and the acoustic. The acoustic. Oh, let me go back. What do you mean by acoustic in this context? Hope Alex is here. Oh yeah, your song's up next. I'm glad I got to hear the 70s change to the 80s and blending electronic and natural. Yeah, that's that was definitely an interesting time in music, just because that's like the birth of a lot of genres was around then. Of course, it exploded even more afterwards, but that was like more towards the start of when it really started to pick up. It's crazy how we keep on expanding on music. I mean, just I feel like during COVID, we blew up in a lot of very, very new genres, mostly surrounding hyperpop and glitch pop, which I thought was really interesting. Those are like going to be the genres of my generation. If they pick up anymore. They haven't picked up a whole lot yet, but they're getting there. He's playing an acoustic in the background in the video. Oh, I didn't even hear it throughout the song. Oh, okay, okay. I like how as soon as I play it, I hear it. I don't know, that went right over my head. There was another song we listened to, was it, I think it was it last week? It might have been last week, where there was also an acoustic guitar that popped in the middle. I think it was a rock song. Was it rock? I think it was a Roxette song, maybe. It was like halfway through like a chorus or something, an acoustic guitar would pick up in it, and I really liked that too. All right. Anyways, on to Turned Off song. Tienes Sabor, Tienes Sazon, Unda Tropica. Unda Tropica. Those steel drums sound... I barely was able to tell they were steel drums. Just because the sound is different. I think I hear cowbell. I'll probably pause it at this halfway point. So far this is enjoyable. I don't think this isn't something I think I would necessarily add to my playlist. But that by no means makes it a bad song. It's just something I just can't see myself listening to this song often, or in general like a song like this very often at all. But like I said, that doesn't make it bad by any means. I think it's a very fun song. It's a very danceable song for sure. There's, again, I know I've said this a lot tonight, but there's definitely songs that this reminds me of, but I also just can't think of them. This is what happens when you listen to too much music. You just can't keep track of what you've heard and what you haven't, and you'll always have songs that you can compare songs to, and you won't remember them half the time. The cars are a good place to start, as in like for the sort of explosion of new genres. Everybody needs more cowbell. All right, anyways, let's get back to it. piano really sticks out, actually.
Estoy vuelta un tizón. Con onda tron.
Feels very salsa-y.
Solo Wilson. Arriba Juan. Gózalo, gózalo tú. Pa' que te muevas tú. Gózalo, gózalo tú. Pa' que te muevas tú.
Heck yeah.
Óyeme, Wilson, échame candela, échame tizón pa' prender este fogón.
La onda trópica.
Así es que.
Okay, I might have an insane take. Is this type of music just Latin America's version of jazz? Because that's what I'm feeling. That feels like an upbeat version of jazz in Latin America. That might be a crazy take. I'm not sure. But that's what I'm getting out of it. But yeah, very enjoyable. Like I said, not something I think I would listen to often. I could, in a weird way, I think I could fit it into like an instrumental playlist. I know it's not an instrumental, but I think just the language barrier almost makes it feel that way in some sorts. Also because there's a lot of songs that I know that are similar to this that are purely instrumentals, that my mind just kind of flips on to that mode, the instrumental mode. Yeah, very danceable. Just a upbeat, enjoyable song. Very happy. Like the song for a viewer, a fruit arrangement on your head would add that extra something. Oh god. All I got are strawberry Pop-Tarts. I don't know. Would that work? The box is kind of open. Oh my god, I'm actually so good at, okay. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Man, I do love Pop-Tarts though. Yeah, the energy goes crazy. Salsa's caliente, as Gloria Stefan would say. Yeah, I think a jam session is a good way to put it. It's better than what I was saying. Lived in Seattle too long, I couldn't keep up on the lyrics, so I just camped on the cowbell. Hey, cowbell's a very important part. Which came first, salsa or jazz? That's a good question. I don't actually know. Pop-Tarts are a fruit. That's what I'm saying. Gotta get my daily fruit intake. It's actually so bad how many Pop-Tarts I've eaten over the past week. I don't even want to say the amount of Pop-Tarts that I've eaten because it is horrendous. I've been on like a binge, a Pop-Tart binge. Okay, anyways, up next we have Drum in Seattle song "Too Unlimited Twilight Zone." Oh, the band's Too Unlimited. Okay, I was thinking of it the opposite way around. I don't think I've ever heard of Too Unlimited before. No, I don't think I have. Is this the... This isn't the Twilight Zone song that like everybody knows, is it? Or is it just... I've heard like 3 songs labeled Twilight Zone, so I get lost. Get ready to rumble. This sounds really familiar.
First at the bass, into the jam, then let the music take command. Back to another dimension. Stop the foot and face of attention. Music to party, music to dance. The new follow-up of public demand. Slick as 5, the loud megaphone. Take you down to the Twilight Zone. Enter the club and turn the body upside down. Grab the microphone as above the sound. You want more? More you get. Way too unlimited in effect. Check out the sound and stop this distortion. When you think it's finished, here's another portion. Just lay back as we take control. Take you down into the Twilight Zone.
Whoa!
This is the Twilight Zone. When you're on your own, take you to the Twilight Zone. It is the Twilight Zone. You'll never shake your bones and come on down the Twilight Zone.
Okay, so before I forget, this type of genre is so interesting to me because I find that a lot of the songs, like the bigger ones, I feel like sounded kind of similar. I feel like their production is usually really similar. There's almost always a rapper and then like some female singer that has a part of the song, or maybe it's just the female singer, or maybe it's just the rapper. But I feel like the two usually go hand in hand with a similar production. And I don't know why. Or I mean, sometimes you'll get just the production and no singing at all. I might have heard this before, but there's so many songs that sound kind of similar that it's hard to say. I feel like I would have remembered the verse though. I doubt that would have slipped my mind completely. This type of music though does also remind me of the N64 a lot, because there's games like Sarge's Heroes 2 and 007 GoldenEye. Those games had this type of music on them too, which is funny. So far though, I don't mind it. I think it's pretty good. I liked the one dude's first verse. It became a pioneering track in the Eurodance genre, blending techno and house with a catchy rap and high energy beats that were ahead of its time. So this is Eurodance. Okay. I feel like I'm not familiar enough with that genre to be able to like surely say, yeah, that's Eurodance. When hip hop and dance collided. When you saying that reminds me of there's the SpongeBob thing, when worlds collide. You can run, but you can't hide. When worlds collide, I'll be your guide. Anyways, I'll get off that tangent. Twilight Zone was not only a dance floor hit, but also became popular in sports arenas, especially in the US. It probably had a pretty everlasting effect then, because I feel like every sports arena has, up until maybe 10 years ago, even now though, I think they still use songs that are similar to this. They've had songs like this play. And like sports things that I've seen. I don't watch a whole lot of sports by any means, but this sound is definitely a defining element of music within sports. I think that still stands to some extent today. I'm gonna keep it real. I haven't played in a Mortal Kombat to be able to make that comparison. Sonya, Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, King, Raiden. I do recognize some of the names though of the Mortal Kombat characters. This time the song was hard to escape from. It was everywhere. The 90s were exactly ecstasy for me, so I remember the music anyway. AV Logic is another good one. Is that a band or a song? Anyways, let me get back to it. That was a quick little interpolation.
Take a break.
I like that little segment.
Bang with another verse of the chapter. Straight to the heavyweight for worse or better. Bitches in a wake back in vicinity. Slaying DJs with a raw capability. Listen to the jam as we go wild. Take your MC as game versatile. Me and a lady hall megatone. Rock you up in the twilight zone.
I don't know why that was funny to me. Now that's a short fade out. So I was thinking about it during the song. Also, my arm is bleeding. I think I scratched a scab. That doesn't matter right now. So I was thinking about it later into the song. The rapper reminds me a lot of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and also like Salt and Peppa. Who dare I say Vanilla Ice? It's that style of rapping. Which to me is such a fun style of rapping that it just didn't seem to last very long. So I kind of cling to that, and I do like that style of rapping. I don't think the song as a whole would be something that I listen to too often. I'm not like super into that style as much, but I don't dislike it by any means either. I think it's a fun song, and again, I like the rapping style. I like the girl that's singing on this one too. She does a good job. And I mean, it is just a very... I kind of want to say danceable, but I feel like that doesn't quite get the description that I want out of it. Kind of like... It's a head bopping song, I guess. But yeah, solid song for what it is. I probably wouldn't listen to it much on my own time, but I think it's very solid. Two Unlimited album and several songs that were very similar to this. Yeah, like I said, there's definitely a lot of songs that sounded pretty similar to this. Even SpongeBob has songs that sound similar to this in the soundtrack. It's a band? Okay, I gotcha. Later on, you should sample the old school Mortal Kombat track to hear what I mean. I'll see if I can find it really quick. Hopefully YouTube doesn't crash my stream by me doing this. But I'll play a little bit to see if I can... No. Yeah, it's instantly I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that like from the just the random vocal quips coming in with the that sound, I immediately understand what you mean. I think Get Ready for This. Is there more? Well, they do that song. You ready for this? Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, this one I know. I know this one all too well. That song's still a banger. I do really like that song. That one just I love that one. I'm so glad that you even mentioned that. I didn't even notice. It's all coming together now. All right. Anyways, I'm going to get to those last songs on the free list now, since I've gotten through the guaranteed ones. But first, I'm going to use the restroom, so I will BRB. Also, I'm going to wipe this blood off my arm. That's probably a good idea. So I will BRB and then try to get through the rest of these songs.
Mr. Bankman. Mr. Bankman. Mr.
All right, I'm back. All right, so we've got Evelyn's song, Cut Sweet Pill. Oh, I don't know what got donated or sent in, but I appreciate it. I don't know if was it a Streamlabs thing. We'll see if it pops up in a minute. Okay, so yeah, so Cut Sweet Pill. It never popped up. If you sent something in, let me know so then I can thank you because it's not popping up on my end. Where's my... Oh, there it is.
Took a step outside myself, looked her in the eyes and felt quite sorry for that sucker. Sorry for that sucker. And I know better than to and I know better than
I like these vocals a lot.
Took a step outside my house, towards the grass, the body smell. Leaves in the ground, my leaves are in the ground, rooted deep now. You can't cut me
That was awesome. I really, really liked that. Is this whole album like these? A lot of them are these short songs. I was gonna say I like these like short songs that I just really, really enjoy. I don't. I'm trying to think of a way how to be more specific with why I like this song. So I'll lay a little bit of foundation. So there's a couple artists that I really enjoy that make really short songs. Zeph would be one, Zeph. They don't sound like this artist at all, Sweet Pill, by any means. But there's something special about... Oh, sorry if I was like shaking my mic. There's something special about these short songs that just sound fantastic. Just because they don't overstay their welcome. They make some awesome music for like 1 or 2 minutes. And it's great. Oh, the other one is user like 1777 something something something. It's just a bunch of numbers. But so yeah, User and Zeph, they both make short songs that sound fantastic, and I love how that works. And I'm feeling pretty similar about this, but this is a completely different genre. This might be an album I have to check out at some point, especially with it being only 28 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my library, so maybe I'll check it out later. Because that was a very, very solid track, and I liked the switch up towards the middle with like the sort of, it's not screaming, but it's like it's sort of like uncontrolled vocals while yelling, purposely, of course. That was just a very solid song. Okay, yeah, the lights are for the dono. I don't know who did it, but I appreciate whoever you are, because it literally just isn't showing up anywhere on my end. But either way, I appreciate it. Yeah, short and sweet. Yeah, exactly. Short and sweet. There's something special about them, and I think it's kind of a double-edged sword though, because sometimes you wish that the songs were a little longer because you liked the short little bit of that song there was. I find out of all the artists I was talking about, Zeph is the worst about that, just because Zeph makes songs that I really, really, really like that sound like they could go on for another minute or two, and they don't. And so it's like it's awesome, but at the same time, sometimes it sucks. Man, the sound mixer killed it. Her voice is blended perfectly. It was. It kind of fades a little bit into the song in like the best way possible. Dog song is nice too. So track number 4. Yeah, like I said, this might be an album I check out, especially with it being a little bit shorter. I've been really vibing with short albums recently. In Banshees? Is that another band that I don't recognize? Alright. Up next, we've got Crack On Dude with Duran Duran, All She Wants Is. It's been a while. I think we listened to Duran Duran. Like, I knew of Duran Duran due to their hit. Yeah, Hungry Like the Wolf and Ordinary World. But I think we listened to them once on stream a while back for, I think it was one of their newer songs. I think it was Last Halloween. I don't remember what the song was. So it's been a while. Oh, Jesus again? Did something happen on stream? We listened to them once. You know, I'm actually surprised with how decent the quality is right now with the lower bitrate. I just pulled up my stream to check. Because I'm only on 6,000 kilobits a second, which is not very much. Okay, anyways, let me get to it.
Oh,
Maybe I shouldn't be up this late. The nurse said I have an extra hour, so do what you need to do. By all means, do what you need to do.
wants is all she wants is all she wants is. All she wants is all she wants is all she wants is.
Okay, so I'm trying to scope this one. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about this one because I'm by no means negative towards it, but I'm not sure if it's fully grown on me yet. It almost feels like it could be something that grows on me during the latter half of the song, because there's things about it that I do really like. I like just the mix of these. There's like, I don't know, the use of voices as instruments in this one. If you're catching what I'm laying down here, the use of voices as instruments is one thing that I think is interesting, and I like that. And then I like the sort of monotone chorus. All she wants is, I like the idea of it. I'm not sure how it's playing out yet in my head. So that's going to be something that I have to see if it grows on me in the latter half. And like I said, there's just all sorts of elements here that I'm enjoying, but I'm not sure how I feel about them yet. So let me get back to it. I also really like this guitar in this portion. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm on the side where this definitely isn't a song that I'll be adding to my playlist, but I don't necessarily think it's bad either. I think the the moans are a little uncomfortable, especially in the latter half of the song where it gets to more of an extreme, because it was obviously present and throughout the song, but I think towards the end of it's like, I don't need all that. But overall, I'd say it's a pretty good song. I don't think it was quite pushed over to the edge enough for me to like want to add it to my playlist. But like I said, there's definitely things that I do enjoy about it. It's just not quite there for me. All She Wants was a departure from the earlier polished pop hits, instead incorporating gritty beats, distorted sounds, and haunting vibe that hinted at the influence of dance and house music. Interestingly enough, I remember that newer song that I listened to them was like just kind of a haunted song. Seems like when I was even just looking through their discography, did they like strictly switch to like spooky music? Only 55, for fuck's sake. 1987 and danced on stage. Experimental direction demonstrated Duran Duran's adaptability to new trends and solidified their reputation as trendsetters. Union of the Snake, Reflex, Notorious, Hungry Like the Wolf. Are those all songs from them? I know Hungry Like the Wolf is. Oh god. Alright. Up next, we've got Joshua. I've actually heard Calling America from ELO. I like that song. So I'll do your second option of Olivia Newton-John, A Little More Love. Good thing that you put up two options. We're off to a good start.
Night is dragging her feet. I wait alone in the heat. I know that you'll have your way till you have to go home. No is the word I can say, 'cause it gets me nowhere to tell you no, and it gets me nowhere to make you go. With a little more love, make
Ooh.
you stop depending. With a little more love, bring a happy ending. With a little more love, make it right. With a little more love, make it right. Where did my innocence go? How was a young girl to know? I'm trapped in the spell of your eyes, in the warmth of your arms, in the web of your lies. But it gets me nowhere to tell you no, and it gets me nowhere to make you go. With a little more love, make you stop depending. With a little more love, bring a happy ending. With a little more love, make it right. With a little more love, make it right. Gets me nowhere to tell you no.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it right back to this part. I'm really liking this one. I'm definitely liking this more than the last O and J song that we listened to last week, I think. This one, I think the chorus is very catchy. I like the instrumental a lot with the trumpets, I think. And that little like kind of falsetto bit or just higher pitched part of the, I think it's the chorus. I love whenever that comes on. There's a lot of variation going on here with vocals, which I just really enjoy. I also like the kind of sudden hits on the guitar. Let me go to a specific spot. So we're at 217. Like that. I love that. Let me go back to where I was. Okay. Spooky moans. I didn't think you'd get to me. Yeah. I'm surprised I got this many songs in, because what, this is the 20th song I think of tonight, technically. I haven't been a big fan of Olivia so far. I feel like I've been kind of on the fence a little bit because I liked her roles in the Xanadu songs, I remember. If I'm not mistaken. I do remember though the other song we listened to the last time though I didn't like very much. Really 1:20 a.m. sort of. Would it be yet, or would that be in 40 minutes? It'd be like 1 and then it'd technically... I'm confusing myself. Gotta love spanning the decades. There's hope for millennials and Gen Z. Teach the children. Song that set her on the path from good girls to bad girl. Oof. Texas Stadium, 1982. OJ and Andy Gibb would be middle school, I think. We'll show Dad had all her albums. Oh, that's cool. Song's upbeat, feel-good message about seeking love with connection resonated with listeners, helping it reach the top 10 in several countries, including the US, where it peaked at number 3 on the chart. So far, I definitely understand why it would hit that high on the charts. Anyways, though, let me get back to it, so we don't take a too big of a break.
When a little more love make it right. Gets me nowhere. Don't you know? It gets me nowhere to make it go. When a little more love make it stop depending. When a little more love make love happy ending. When a little more love make it right. When a little more love make it right. Gets me nowhere. Don't you know? It gets me nowhere to make it go. When a little more love make you stop depending. When a little more love bring a happy ending. When a little more love make it right. When a little more love make it right. Gets me nowhere.
We've had a lot of fade out songs tonight, haven't we? But yeah, that was a very good song. I feel like I don't really have anything else to expand upon that I haven't mentioned already in the halfway mark. Just very solid. I think, again, the vocal variations are by far one of the better parts of the song that I really enjoyed. She was just a little bit all over the place with the vocals, and I thought that was fun. Yeah, very cool song. I don't know, actually. Fair enough, turned off. I'm not actually sure. I just know that I've been streaming for 3 hours, and it's 12:24 for me right now. And since I started at 9, that means it hasn't turned back yet. What's up, Chloe? How's it going? Welcome back, welcome back. She got all physical. Alright, up next we have Michael's song. Michael, you better still be here. Free the Slave, Kaleo. It's been a while since we've heard some Kaleo.
Meet me by the riverside later on the day. Gonna watch the hanging of an honest man. Say he ain't the guilty one, but someone has to pay. They will not be pleased before seeing him as he cries out. Turning face to crowd as he cries out. No one makes a sound as he cries out. Oh, he hits the ground when he cries out. It's your spirit now, got me in the river, swing me from a tree. So won't you free the slave in me?
Oh man. I feel like I gotta like stomp my feet or something. Alright, I'll leave the pause here. I'm really liking this one. He's got great vocals. Kaleo's always had fantastic vocals from his hits. Way Down We Go. Every song that I've heard from him has been good vocals at the very least. I also really like the guitar on this one. Guitar is also very reminiscent of some of his other hits. It just sounds good. He also reminds me a lot of this other single called Kobe on this one, just because of both theming and what's his song that talks about hanging? Kobe has another song that talks about hanging that I really like. It's like Cobe, that's how you spell it. Either way though, there's a lot that I like here. Very danceable. Definitely a foot stomping song or knee slapper, if you will. I'm liking it though a lot. Let's do a joke with John Denver and you'll share all of our young crushes on Olivia. Heck yeah, Michael, perfect timing. Good to hear. Time changes usually at 2 a.m., making us relive 1 a.m. all over again. Okay, I was like, I could have sworn it was somewhere around 1 or 2 a.m., but I wasn't certain. Because I'm usually not paying attention at 2 a.m. when the time switches. Hawaii's just packing up the beach party after watching the sunset off Kenai. It's early, man. That's facts. Worth the wait. Upbeat part was good zombie killing music. Yeah, put this in Left 4 Dead. Anyways, let me get back to it.
When the time is new, we need this is not the way you should remember me. Have you nothing else to say? Final words are true.
I like the growl in his voice a lot.
For they know not what they do as he cries out. Mercy can be found as he cries out. No one makes a sound as he cries out. Oh, he hits the ground, he cries out. As you're sailing down, throw me in the ocean, cast me in the sea. So won't you free the slave in me?
Tempo change goes crazy too.
Don't you know, oh, they're gonna come for you. You can run on now. Oh, they're gonna come for you. Until you bleed out. Until you bleed. Darkness is coming. Darkness, you should take shelter. You should take shelter. Darkness is coming. Darkness is Keep your conscience clear. Have you seen the brave man hanging from a tree? Say who'll be the first to see?
Absolute banger. There's a song on one of Hosier's albums that is very similar to this. There's also one on what's his name? I did an album reaction. I think Turned Off, you might have been there. It was the only country music album that I've listened to on this channel. Chris Stapleton, he had a song that, at least one song that had similar vibes to this too. I don't know what genre this is. It's sort of like country adjacent, but it's definitely not. I always kind of look at stuff like this as bar music. What? I don't know what to call it. It's at the very least alternative. I'll put that out there. I think it can fit under the alternative umbrella. Either way, fantastic song. I liked it pretty much immediately. I already added it to my playlist. Very reminiscent of his hit Way Down We Go. So that could be a good reason why I like it so much. Not to say he doesn't have other good songs too, but that one's definitely a banger. Guitar is awesome. Vocals are great. Love the growl in the vocals for sure. Just a very fun song, and the switches and tempo were also really cool. The BPM switches. Yeah, Southern rock. Yep, that works. That works. Difficult part is getting my dogs to adjust their schedules. I didn't even think about that. My dog, she has diabetes, so it's like she gets shots every day, and that's probably gonna throw her off big time. Even these lyrics are zombie-ish. I can't unhear it now. This will forever be that zombie song now. Hey, that's a cool title for a song. The zombie song. Yeah, Rob Zombie Dracula. I mean, I like that song, but I don't know why I can't picture what it sounds like. I'll play a little bit just to refresh myself. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I heard that, I instantly got back into it. Alright, what do we got next? Okay, we're on to Chloe's song. APT, Rose, and Bruno Mars. I gotcha. I'm gonna call this the last song of the night. Also, I found out what happened when the lights turned on earlier, the disco. What happened is that... Why is that different colored? Whatever, I won't worry about that. What happened is that it like looped over all of the donos that had been done earlier in the night. So that's why the lights were going on for so long out of nowhere. What Hosier song do you think it reminds you of? Listen to the rest of Surface Sounds. It's give me a minute. I can probably find it really quick before I get to Chloe's song. I forgot I haven't listened to his EP. I was gonna make a video about that a while back. I think it was on this album. Was it It Will Come Back? Yep. This one was one of them for sure. I think there might have been at least one other one. This one kind of hits it too. Yeah, he's got multiple songs that I think kind of feel sort of similar. I think there might have been at least a couple other ones throughout his discography, but maybe Jackboot Jump. That might be one too, but I'm not as familiar with that song. Are you going to play the national anthem and then go to Static? I'll end with the Ratty anthem and then go to Black. Okay, now I'll put on Chloe's song, like I said I would earlier. I don't know if I've heard of Rose before. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of her before. Oh, very large artist. I am familiar with Bruno Mars though, for sure.
창이가 좋아하는 랜덤 게임, 랜덤 게임, 게임 스타트. 아파트 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 kissy face sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Red hearts, that's what I'm on, yeah. Come give me something I can feel. Don't you want me like I want you, baby?
pause it here. So far, I'm liking this one. It reminds me a lot of the Blackpink songs that I've heard, which I feel bad because I kind of abandoned reacting to them on the channel a while back. But it reminds me of some of their stuff where it's kind of, there's like a sense of there being rap in this song, but it's not quite rap. That's at least how I'm viewing it. And of course, Blackpink has like the mix of rap and pop, and that's sort of the vibes that I'm getting off of this one. I think Rose or Rose, whatever, is doing a good job on this song. Like I said, I don't think I've heard of them before. Bruno Mars is always good. His voice is always phenomenal. No surprises there. Bruno Mars is always putting out bangers. Even if I don't like the songs, it's still a banger, just because his voice is good. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one as of now. We'll see how that goes for the last minute, but I think I'll like it by the end. Kaleo, Hosier, and Stapleton are like my favorite artists, so it's funny that you find them all similar. That is funny. What a coinkydink. Yeah, I think of course they all like go in their different directions too, but at least for that sound, they all definitely have several songs that match that sound. If I remember, I might try to bring up a Chris Stapleton one that sounds similar, but I haven't listened to that album in so long. I probably shouldn't. I'll be looking through all the songs. But I know he has at least one or two songs that sound similar. Anyways, let me get back to this.
Hey, so now you know the game. Are you ready? Cause I'm coming to get you. Get you, get you. Hold on, I'm on my way. Yeah.
I really like this part.
I'm on my way. Hold on, I'm on my way. Yeah. I'm on my way.
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the
Just meet me
just meet me at the just meet me at
I really like that one. It was very, very upbeat, danceable, fun to listen to. The bridge reminds me of like if you took. Oh, okay, so the bridge sounds weirdly like alternative music when I think the rest of it is very much more on the pop side of things. The bridge sounds like if you took Fits in the Tantrums and mixed it in with maybe some Franz Ferdinand or something, you'd get what this bridge is, which I think is. It caught me off guard, and I really, really liked that was the case. The song just got better as it went on. The first like minute or so, I was a little sketched on the whatever they're saying. I can't read that, obviously. I don't know the language, but whatever they're saying there, that part I was like, how do I feel about that? I was thinking about it to myself, and by the end, they actually kind of changed it so it was a little more melodic, and I liked it even more. It really does feel like the song just gets better and better as it goes on. That's fantastic, and it's so catchy. Yeah, very happy with that one. Nice fun pop track, 1.5 thumbs up. That's valid. I'm inclined to agree. Depending on my mood, it might be 2 thumbs up. All right. So yeah, I guess I'll call it there. Everybody, if you're in the US, make sure to turn back your clocks if you haven't already. Turn it back an hour. And make sure that your alarms are all set up right and all that jazz. Probably won't need them though on a Sunday. Yeah, we had a lot of good songs tonight. We went through, I think, at least 22 songs, including the guaranteed ones. Was it 23? It's 22 or 23. It's quite a few. The most we've done in a long time, I think. Good night for music, though. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. So make sure to have a great night or day wherever you are, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, the button didn't work again.